Hello Transformers fans! My name is Maximo. It's a new day and a new video, and a new setup. I'm just trying something out. Today we're here to talk about one of the worst Transformers from one of the best toy lines, and that is Universe 08 Galvatron. In 2008, the Universe line came along. It was kind of a continuation of classics. It had some really great new molds, like the new Dotson molds for Blue Streak and Prowl and Smokescreen. It had the new Hound mold where it came with a little Ravage. The new Octane, well, they called him Tanker, but we all know it's Octane. They had some repaints, like the classic Starscream got repainted into somewhat more accurate colors. And we also got a really good Cyclonus with Nightstick, so he actually had his Target Master. And alongside that, we also got a not so great update of a character slightly related to Cyclonus. The first real update of this character since G1, and that, if you hadn't gathered from the title, is the Universe Galvatron mold. Pretty well not liked by a lot of people. And I am here to defend this figure. I got this back in like 2008 when it came out. This mold is not well liked because it kind of falls apart by looking at it. His legs really tend to pop off pretty easily. He's got this weird little shoulder flap that I have no idea the use of, and on top of that shoulder flap he's also got another little hook thing that you're supposed to flip out, I guess. I don't understand why he's got that, and he's got his tank treads hanging off the back, but I gotta say, he visually looks the part. He looks like Galvatron. It's a good update. He turns into a tank, not a cannon, so I understand that there's that whole thing, but there's the whole discourse around Megatron. Should he be a gun? Should he be a tank? And let's be real, he's not going to be a gun again. Galvatron can be a cannon, or it can be like a spaceship, or whatever they want to do, but he's not a realistic looking gun. However, I will say I like the tank mode. I think it works. It works for him. I think it works even better than it does for Megatron. It just seems like a logical progression from a gun to a tank. It's much more imposing. A tank is pretty much just a giant gun anyway, and I think it fits for Galvatron. The thing where this mold suffers is that, like I said, it doesn't stay together well, and he also just doesn't like to hold a pose. He's not very sturdy. But I think in terms of just like a Galvatron to have stand on your shelf, it's a good interpretation. I really like the head sculpt. He's got his abs. You can't have Galvatron without the abs. He obviously doesn't look as good as, say, the Kingdom, the Legacy version, but I do think it's a really good interpretation visually. This isn't the best toy. It's definitely not as successful as the Cyclonus that I showed. He's also got a very complicated transformation, which I'm going to have to do off camera. I've never personally had anything against this toy. I remember seeing a lot of discourse online around when he came out, and I've seen plenty of people talk about him online just over the years. I don't think he's the worst mold from this line, but people have definitely voiced their distaste for this toy. His cannon, I think, is painted really well. I really like the silver detail on the top and near the barrel, and the translucent plastic by the barrel. And he also says Gal 25 on the turret because it was for the 25th anniversary of Transformers. But yeah, let's get this thing into tank mode, and we'll see if that is where this toy gets all of its criticism from, because visually, as I keep saying, it's a fun toy, but that's not why you want to have a toy. You don't have a toy just because it looks good, unless you're buying like a masterpiece that you just set up on your shelf to gather dust and never be touched ever again, which I would never do that. But yeah, we'll get this in tank mode and see if that's a successful alt mode for this guy. Alright, and after that god-awful transformation, I can understand a little more why people don't like this. That was way too intricate for what it was. His arm popped off. I don't even remember where that goes. I have not transformed this thing in like 12, 13 years. So that's probably no one reason, but yeah. I started off defending this thing, but I don't know, I think I'm kind of coming around to the hate. It looks okay as a tank. It could be better. I don't think I completely transformed it right, especially not on this side. But yeah, that was not a great transformation. Not intuitive at all. The tank mode, again, if I had transformed it completely right, it would look pretty good, I guess, as a tank. But I realized over the course of making this video that I kind of don't like this that much. Like I said, the robot mode's fine. He looks the part. You just want to put him on your shelf as a Galvatron. He's fine. As a toy, this thing's terrible. So yeah, I've changed my mind. This thing sucks. This thing sucks. So the video title is a lie. You've been lied to. I've been lied to by myself. Don't ever get this thing. Unless you just want a okay looking Galvatron, get Cyclonus instead. Anything's better than that Galvatron. I've changed my mind. This thing sucks. So there you go. Don't get that Galvatron. I don't think you were planning on doing it anyway, but now you have my endorsement to not do that. So yeah, this is how I've changed my mind on Universe 2008 Galvatron, and now I think it sucks. This was not as much fun to make as I thought it would be because that transformation was a nightmare. So there you go. My name is Maximo. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully with a better figure.